sorry again for the power cuts. I tell you yesterday, NPA, EDSA, whatever, where the program you know, just after the bay, the same time, and they take them repeatedly done in space of 5 minutes. 3 minutes and get am back. No know waiting at the issue. But today I go try for each day and know waiting really they happen because it dey happen simultaneously. Maybe there is an issue or something else. But we don't come again the program at tea time, as I tell you. Today we dey talk about the flood and life updates from the building, the slope way collapse na Freetown and at the west of Freetown. And other floods that we don't happen across the country. We get Lansana, and we get Lansana, Pavlin, Mr. We journalists will not get title now. When you count the title, they all the left and I do. So, me Cairo Lansana, Pavlin Lansana. So, we don't give you updates about stuff. We will talk about the toll free line before we get the interruption of the power. So, take me through that process again. Because until all the flood the way they happen now, we turn to be specific. Now, middle night they happen. The people they don't sleep. 2 a.m., 1 a.m. Within them, 10 and the way they make them calls there, we're not able for good directly. Even at them hard hours. Then.
Yeah, now emergency work just like soldier man them.
Okay.
So we not get time. In fact, right now we dey standby. You understand? Specific people and they we dey put standby for anything like that. Yeah. Where anything happen at any moment, then we'll move go there before later general we get every day now we get people that sign then they
Where
on
they
standby
will stand by.
for that kind of way they talk emergency. Whether na middle net or anything. Driver they vehicle they
Yeah,
stand
so
by everything.
okay. So when I can reach the waiting at some of the service the one I can
In the first place, since we know the master sabi people, we already get, we get because anytime flooding happen, flood or whatever, we know disaster. We already get we community volunteers them. We get with community disaster management committees, and so one thing working on the area then we presence in London with for mobilize people for see how we can search and rescue people evacuate them that moment, find that immediate first aid shelter for make people able for rescue them that moment. So that is very very important when something like flooding they happen. That moment
for evacuate
for evacuate people working with the community volunteers and the community disaster management committees. So that one they can help save a lot of lives.
So we say again, just for evacuating, the one I don't care and go, don't take them go now a safer place. That's all.
No, not at all.
So we say again.
We can provide that immediate response relief. I could get hold director in our relief and response. So when people they don't displace, they make sure say we get a lot of partners there. Government they come in, we a government agency, we got partners them, international partners, national partners them. We can come in, we all coordinate. Don't forget say we main mandate we they coordinate, we supervise disasters.
Okay.
Yeah. So when anything need to happen, where would they collaborate? We they facilitate their movements then they all their operations then they for make sure say we save life. So once we get the resources, upon that, once we get the resources straight away, we provide that immediate relief items.
So what are some of the items in the owner account?
Well, if you don't evacuate people, one of the things that we do like we make shelter, a temporary shelter provide them with food and water, and of course other small other bed and other clothing, because people then we don't lose all of them things then they. So food and then thing then they, you know, before una begin try for see how una go resettle them properly. But that first item, that first response and relief, first aid, then thing is very important at that moment.
So una get a shelter where una don't build on a makeshift where they within Freetown?
No, we can make a makeshift. We not get a particular building like we will get quarters. So if something happen to
or
people,
maybe una can use public schools.
we can use public schools. Remember the other tell you use stadium all inside and they, so we can use the inside and the main facilities then.
Okay, there are times again a lot of people like can say they live there and they reach them on time and they not can even get them at all. So whose measure are they put in place for ensure say as flood happen they get the relief in time, get them relocate them and try for care them in a safer place, because they say something in the lake in the
Sometimes the lake in the, you know, resources when they talk about relief and response and disaster management now resources. And no disaster management agency know they across the world. Even when I be read about America FEMA, they say get this now. Then you know so they call it FEMA, Federal Emergency, something like that, Federal Emergency Agency, you know. So they're safe. When that thing need to happen in America, the community people and then they mobilize resources quickly for help before the government, the central government come in. So that delay where people can talk, it happen sometimes. It happen, sometimes it happen. Because if something happen like emergency overnight, at the middle of the night, right? And let us say we get something in our store, but it's not enough. Or the thing that we already get in our store, we be done supply other people and we, you know, as I tell you, not to just flooding no more. Fire, building collapse, all the other disasters that we respond to them. So sometimes we don't just empty we store, then something happen overnight. So we're not able to provide that relief one thing that night. If we not get something in store. So we think happen with them can talk about some delays now that government get for coming, no partners then get for quickly get for mobilize with partners them for make them come in, you know, with a partner with gold, with a partner with you know, UNDP then can come inside. We get concern worldwide, we get Sierra Leone Red Cross, even some churches like latter days, you know, Church of Latter Days, they want the all can come inside, save the children, they come inside. So when that thing and they happen, we they try for quickly with the contact we can don't take the data quickly, we don't we don't send to we partners them, including waiting government will provide. Then we partners themselves they can say okay they provide this is how they provide this. Now then thing and they will they mobilize sometimes they delay small way we can go later for go supply and make it reach them.
Okay, so now look at the whole of in all of this, the whole of City Council, Ministry of Work, CPA, community leaders, citizens, then the community people themselves. What's role like the Ministry of Lands for ensure say we reduce the disaster risks in this country?
The ministry,
because if they are all their key players then,
yes,
now all for work together and complement. But if they see the work now from NDMA no more, then all the ministries they are done also the stakeholders there, then they are not helping.
Well, like Ministry of Lands, you know, now they're in charge of the lands then, and then are the overarching, which is it, and we don't they engage them, we don't call them to meetings, not to one thing, and then they go. You know, one way we will say they will help you. Now this building permitting code and looking at whose side they will approve You don't understand.
Yeah.
For put structure, we know to dangerous side, we go create problems in waterways, under the bridges, and I mean near the bridges or even on the bridges, like where you go put more weight on the bridge, where it go reduce in lifespan. And side way tomorrow or under hill, that Ministry of Lands go look say no, yeah, like Motome under, yeah, a dangerous. We don't know whose land will slide or more will slide.
Yeah.
So if for Ministry of Land go ensure say no, yeah will not give person here for bill. So when they do that one day, waterways, all them dangerous side. Believe you me, if Minister of Lands, how they don't come on board for it, believe you me, this disaster will reduce. Because if somebody put any structure we not get permit, and not get code, the Ministry of Lands not give land to anybody we now there where that place they are prone to disasters, then Ministry of Lands don't do well. That will cut drastically by this thing. Then I think it's all about Freetown City Council.
Yeah, Freetown City Council.
Freetown City Council. Now we partners them with the work and I mean, they serve all the time. Then they now office for go that interpillar meeting, and then they do well. They serve get some disaster officers then. You know, they get their own disaster officers then. Although we not the parent, but we the every oversee. Now we get the mandate. Freetown City Council get the disaster climate change that side. Then serve them, get that kind of disaster officer where they help. Then serve they in their own way. I mean, then they work. Help for clean the gutters, and that's a get room for play, because then they give people the lands, then they give certain people the lands or put structures like for businesses and that kind of thing, and so all that side they self don't come on board, and their coastal area, they remember say the mayor be get this mangrove will be the plant around the coast. So that that will prevent flooding. It will reduce it not go prevent it, but it go to somehow it will reduce this flooding. Because what they do like by that bay, I remember one thing I'll go on that operation, we'll go some side there, we'll be very close to the sea. So through in the mayor we be go there with other groups and police and other people then will go prove that side there, and we talk say you plant mangrove there, so that they will able to hold the water and stop the water from the come up inside. You see, so Freetown City Council now one of the major partners then.
What about EPA?
EPA all. Let's say
what's in that you
let's say yes, EPA back where then they protect the environment. They say they look at partly for disasters. And side we they say it's dangerous for human beings they do any activity they like deforestation. Say if you cut something then the swell will just there will be erosion. So all the side and they get a strategic side and they they say they work alongside NPAA. You don't understand So we all they work together, and so for protect the environment, and for in some ways that help we reduce the disaster. So now I make then now one of we partners then.
Okay, now look at the RA warning systems then, we currently they in place, and now communities then can receive timely the information and they able for receive timely before ever the disaster happens.
Yes, now I make one of the reasons that we get a community disaster management committees and the volunteers then. Now for we get the mandate again for train them. NDMA we get the mandate for train the community disaster management committees and for organize them volunteers for help we now they are the first responders then. Where disaster can be in a community will not in day. So then can they now then they'll be directly affected. So the stakeholders in their community then they can play a great role. One, then some don't know the signs of if something like flooding wan take place, they know the indicators them. Don't they know waiting for stop? For example, then able the stakeholders they able stop the sand mining across the coast, for example. Say no, this if we make so tomorrow water level can high go can this community. Don't then get the youth man and they get meetings then where they can take for inform the communities about disaster, fire business, waiting dangerous for no deposit dirty in this gutter, so they can even help clean the gutters then for reduce the disasters. So they found out the community disaster management committees and the volunteers then they play really great role. So then we can our office, we can get meetings with them, we can get training with them, even then they can able to do first aid if we're not there at all. They can able to do first aid. They don't get a lot of trainings then, not just from NDMA, but from other international or partners then, we can go engage in communities then in first aid and other things then. So they are very much important to us.
So now look at the advice we. Now look at the current. Now before go to the advice, it will be the last questions. Now look right now if the current practice continue. Waiting at some of the risks where salon will face in the coming years and waiting at the urgent action where government and citizens will take.
If we look at the climate change itself, you know, pattern and the way they happen, we say they don't say not to say that they happen. Not to so. The month like July, you know, the pattern they don't change. So the thing where we they tell our people, I mean, the communities then, now that one then get for holding community, you know, I mean, then get forget regard for the community in terms of making sure that they not endanger themselves. They not deposit dirty in them gutters them. They always clean the gutters them. They no mine sand, especially the one the way they by the coast. They no mine sand. They no cut stick them where they in a strategic side them where go lead to erosion. Yeah. They no build structures. They no build hosts. Then squeeze the water and then gutters. Then they waterways. Let us stop for build structures. Then at the waterways. Then squeeze the water. When we squeeze the water just get for calm and spread in the community because it not get wood. So that putting structures now then waterways now one of the very serious thing that we then they do. Then you get people then where they cross fence. They say na fence then they cross. Where then they cross the fence then they block the waterway. So if they find out say then why all time we get this issue of people that way they go past fence, they not then disregard the neighbors them. They don't mind if water can go now the host them. So they're knocking, they're not the left place for waiting. So we can go address them in and they say no, this is not right. Where you don't pass this fence now, then your neighbors they always where they come, water flooding will take place now.
So now in can short say then try for rectify.
Yes. So
but again that brings me back to the issue about what we talk earlier on penalty. And for law we get act for prosecute. If we get law way for prosecute defaulters, you don't think so?
Yes. As I tell you, we present DG, and they push that very seriously.
Yeah,
as I say, you don't understand. For make sure say NDMA really gets more powers for prosecute. You don't understand. For prosecute people in way, especially after we go down, give you warnings. Because we don't go first, we not they just go say, hey, no, do this. When we wait, they go say, they call you. Sometimes we invite. In fact, most times. If we not they go invite you in our office. If they come, you sit down with the director, then the DG, they sit down, talk like Salomon, the brothers and sisters, say, yeah, now so, but that place, if you do, I go Hamburg, so you go Hamburg, the neighbor, I go lead to this, you go lead to that. You don't understand? So we can engage them before, if you not comply, well, we can take any action against you.
Okay, so now look at, I know so now get a statistics, a whole data since we don't begin get flooding as alone. So now look at the rate at which the victims then of flood we don't die or we don't be affected directly or indirectly. Now look at the status of women inside that statistics. The number of women them flood victim is high because you don't kind of women platform, so we concern.
Yes, you know, they are almost always, you know, when we say disaster, comparatively, yes, you know, women and children.
More affected.
Yes, yes, because, you know, even this thing will happen na Porto, this thing will happen na Porto now God be make, because when they talk to the people then, they say now God be make them not be done lead it. You don't understand. They say if them be don't sleep, the one will be the extreme to the place. They say if them be don't sleep, now be trouble for them. So when that thing happen, the man that he always able for, you know, for fight their way out.
So when they fight their way, then they help the man.
No, you know, sometimes then they help. Then they help. Even as I tell you, the guy will die there. Now they now rescue, but they try for rescue the other people there. In way be they rescue, they don't rescue a lot, they don't go this way, don't go this, according to the chief. In way now where they rescue, be not get for die there at the end of the day. So what do they talk? You know, they start in flood then they even the man says the man then they try for run away first. The heavy one, try midnight. Like that one will be happen, that mountain, that flooding. Some flooding way they can the man don't forget say some man and then they forget pass man. What problem they be in first they go there and night map the Allah. See, so some woman get hurt. But yet because that woman they more, you know, woman now in picking this day. So in that circumstance, you know, they are more vulnerable.
Yeah, so we get the statistics, women,
yeah,
the victims in terms of
women
casualties.
And children. Yes.
Okay, high.
Yes.
So what I don't try for ensure say reduce because we are concerned for women and girl picking them. We concerned. So over the years, year in and out, the woman in the top of the list in terms of casualty, in terms of victim directly affected. So when I don't engage the agency don't at any time engage women then and picking them.
What it can happen? Yes, in fact we get now a whole gender unit now NDMA.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that one so that one is no question about it.
Okay.
So and again for expand and the woman where they lead them, where they head them, if we don't go to the provinces.
Okay.
Yes, if we don't go to the provinces, all the NDMA offices and other partners, they don't go right on, they don't come. And international partners themselves, they're glad that we don't get a whole unit now in a gender.
Yeah,
Yes,
I want to give kudos to now.
Yeah.
I will let's forget the gender policy and let can give you update
Okay.
about in findings where you do the tour across earlier.
Okay.
So lastly, as time don't exceed the time, but because of we get a power break, we try for do additional time for fit into the 1 hour program. But before you go, waiting will be your advice where you will give out to people out there where they live na flood prone areas, especially the landslide, and then community where una be don't advise them. Even lastly, and I don't tell them say this na area where prone to flood, una get for relocate. There come a time where Kube don't get the very dangerous flood the world don't get in this country, where they relocate and go stadium from there, then take them out of the city. I think around Tombo axis.
Okay,
Then be refuse say they're not good, then come back.
Yes.
So waiting will be the advice now.
Yeah, well, my advice to me people now that life is precious. You know, so people then they live in a certain side them with their family picking with we absolutely a bad, because when that thing and they come, imagine people now they live under bridges. We don't talk say let people they not live under bridges. People then construct structures, then make shift there. Now waterways. You remember the one in England Now be then that makeshift so where the water can clear all that man me come up line then say they come in picking and they all can die.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Now me go they are going to that place. So I they really advise people them one way they go put structures again under the hill layer. You know, then hill layer always go up this FBC Kamanaton, then side and day. You can't tell that red dotty, then they're not strong. So we the advice una two una left for deposits garbage na then gutters them. You see, because if una full up the gutters them with garbage, what will happen when the water come? They float, it spread. Instead of because you not get passage, you know, so they float, it spread in the communities. Yeah. And we now they by the coastal area, we wanna they mine the sand. You know, we wanna they mine the sand, na so the water they come. We wanna they mine the sand, na so the water they come. So that one again they lead to erosion. You know, they compromise the land in which is by the coastal area. All them buildings that we get for there around that side, they compromise them which is so I mean that when I get for stop for do that one day. Really, people then they live some side in a Freetown, yeah, where we the picking them, you know, like I be talk about women and children, women, you know, and some of this their husband they take them at them places, yeah, they not get any other thing for do, then go just day, you know, until sometimes this something happen, very bad things happen to them. You see, so now me advise that one day, when I left for cut thick, now there hillside. Una left for build structures then at the waterways, una clean una gutters them, una left for mine sand. Yeah, una left for mine sand, or una left for live by the bridges and under the bridges. Anything can happen. Yeah, so all them things and they measures then they una get for take them measures then they. And that will also bring because we talk general about disaster.
Yeah.
And that una left for squeeze the water. If una squeeze the water go find a way, and by the time they find a way, it must kill people and destroy property. So now me advise that day to me people.
Thank you very much. Enimna Pavlin Minkailu Lansana, we are the principal officer for risk communication inside the National Disaster Management Agency, we then can call NDMA. We're in charge of all disasters in a saloon. Everything you need for know about the recent flooding activity we don't happen across Sierra Leone. I think it don't make a lot of clarification. It also give advice out there because we're in the rainy season and we're in August now. So we preventive measures that need for take effect right now because we all get for protect ourselves and protect our neighbors them. So all what you need for know, it don't say then we go try for bring on our videos of measures them, protective measures the way we all need for take, especially the one the way they live now then disaster prone areas there. The program at tea time and we will bring the program counter on today. My name is Femi Kuka. Join me tomorrow again for another edition of Tea Time. Thank you very much to the technical operators, the producer winner Patricia Kabia, and also my assistant producer winner Fatmata Bangura, and to success we give technical support and Mr. Dumbia as well. Yana women's business, so all women they produce, women they live stream. So it's about women. This is a safe place for women. Lord, continue for share, likes, comments, and continue for support Women's Voice Online TV. For making the system with the bring programs there, interesting programs there, where they affect women and picking in a saloon, and especially the issues that we get for do with national development as well. The program at tea time, any time we parliament then come on, we go join them, follow we give a live update as to how the 2026 constitutional amendment bill they carry on, and we hopeful for say today then go vote and for say color we get a new constitution. So Tata, have a lovely day, stay responsibly, drive responsibly, talk with respect against the country. Not all thing bad about saloon, there are a lot of good things there. try for portray your country in a very good shape. Now the internet space. Use the internet space wisely and responsibly. The program at tea time don't end for today. Bye bye. Have a lovely day.
Hi, please tune in to Women's Voice Online TV for your news, entertainment, and remember, it's the only online TV that focuses on women and girls. Stay tuned, always.
Women's Voice Online TV.
You dey watch Women's Voice Online TV, ensure say every day you stay clue to the fine program them where they put every day.
Not to all success story easy, and not to all struggle self-visible. But for Boku woman and girl picking them, the journey is full up with Boku strength and sacrifice them. Now that make this platform they exist for talk about things like this, for share real life experience them, for celebrate achievements them, and also for address certain challenges them where woman and girl picking them they face. Because for protect the cause of woman and girl picking them means say you for team up stronger one with them, you for listen to them, and you for also support them growth.
Women's Voice Online TV.
Watch Women's Voice Online every day and be part and parcel of this journey in the life of women.
Be you man or woman, tune in to Women's Voice Online TV.
Sometimes they do something, but we for go viral, they go. When a good thing, where you compete woman, then go admire you and then go emulate you.